Hi and good day to everyone and welcome to my presentation. Let me start by saying a few words about my own background before we go to our presentation. My name is Yokana Velapandian. I'm teaching in College Community Segamat Johor. My first co-author is Dr. Mariana Edwina and my second co-author is Nurhana binti Yaakob and my third co-author is Yasoda Madi Alagan. As you can see on the screen, our topic for today is investigating the efficiency of online game in motivating students during ESL lesson. My talk is particularly relevant to those who are working in teaching profession. First of all, let me show you my creative poster design. This is my poster. When you look at my poster, it definitely will give you a clear picture regarding my action research to you guys. Let's move on to the presentation. My first point concern is statement of problem. The area of study selected by the investigator is a study on problem in learning English among college community Segamat student. I, as an educator, found that the student having very low motivation level in learning English in classroom. The second problem is students are being inactive engaging in subject matter. The third statement of problem is the student feel boring in classroom learning. Last but not least, the student feel very stressed in classroom when learning English. Let's focus in objective. The aim of this action research is to examine students' motivation and perception of ESL lesson through online quizzes game, namely Kahoot and quizzes. There are two objectives in this action research. The first objective is to find college students' motivation in ESL lesson. The second objective is to identify college students' perception of learning ESL lesson through online quizzes game. The methodology in this action research. An online survey was conducted to collect the data for the action research. Data analysis of the survey was analyzed quantitatively in descriptive analysis. Research participants involved in this research were 70 college community Segamat students. All the participants in this research paper from SUE 221 Workplace English Semester 1 2022 and 2023. In this research paper, to collect the data finding, the researcher used questionnaire item which is adapted from Gardner Attitudes and Motivation Test Battery. There are also some aspects that adapted from Rajendran 2019. The researcher used 4-point Likert scale in this research question where participants have to click based on what their responses for each item. The survey consists of 15 items where the first section to students' motivation towards learning English using Kahoot and quizzes. And the second section of the questionnaire was about the students' perception towards learning English using Kahoot and quizzes. Let me proceed to the result and discussion. Table 1 shows the score of Crunchbase alphas is 0.887. This shows that the reliability score is very good, and this indicates that the response value of each participant across of the setting question are consistent. A high consistency value means that the measurements are reliability, and the item might measure is the same characters. As portrayed in Table 2, there were 70 students participate in an online survey, and the survey contained 8 questions categorized as Section A. The scale for each item labeled as strongly agreed, agreed, disagreed, and strongly disagreed, and the respondent answered all the questions. The item in the survey focuses on the first objective, which is to find out if the college students are motivated to use online games in their ESL lesson. The item as seen in table above specifically looked at students' interest, motivation, confidence, and improvement that students attain while using online games in ESL lesson. Based on figure 1, it can be seen that 46 students, that is 66% of the students, agreed that they are interested to learn English in classroom. 45 students claim that they like spend more time in ESL lesson class compared to other subjects. More than half, that is 63% of the students, have expressed that they like competing with their friends when they play games in ESL lesson. In the country, there was tendering 16 of the students who agreed that English classrooms were boring. From the result, it can be observed that the current teacher-centered teaching method makes the ESL lesson less motivating for the student. These students from the current generation is exposed to technology extensively. Seek lessons that incorporate online games in their lesson. The student agreed these games make ESL lesson more enjoyable and fun. As seen in the table 3, this section of the survey contains 7 questions categorized as Section B. In scale of this item labeled as strongly agreed, agreed, disagreed, and strongly disagreed, and the respondent answered all the questions. The item in survey focused on the second objective, which is observe students' perception in using online games to help improve their English language proficiency in ESL classroom. The item, as you've seen in the table above, specifically looked at students' perception, emotion, and satisfaction level to students towards using online games to help improve their English language. The result obtained from the survey is shown in figure 2 via graph chart, which shown in the distribution and comparison for each item. Figure 2 above shows that half of the students agreed that positive perception towards using online games in their ESL lesson. 43 students, that is 60% of the students, agreed that online games such as Kahoot and quizzes increase their interest in learning ESL lesson. 35 students agreed that using English in classroom learning make them less nervous. And 38 students claim that online games increase their attention in classroom and make them more interactive in the classroom. From the result, it can be observed that the online games are form of entertainment in education, where students can focus better and make better interaction in English classroom. This directly gives a better purpose to take part in the classroom, and they need to interact with other members in the classroom become stronger. In conclusion, classroom learning, especially learning English, becomes facilitated when implement online games such as Kahoot and quizzes. We can use online games as a language teaching device. Students get more interest and focus when using online games. They can increase student learning motivation and perception in learning English lesson. They give a good response to the lecturers and peers when in the classroom using the class online games. This study provides improved insights as a guide for college community student lecturer, integrate online games as a learning tools for English language learning. This finding shows these online games were only one platform for effective and motivating students in learning English precisely. I would like to thank for your time and attention today. Thank you to International Action Research Competition 2022, who gave a great platform to us to present. Have a good day. Take care and bye-bye.